is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAIA Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back to Bozeman. We are live at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Oh my. Day 2 of the State A Combined Boys and Girls Basketball Championships. Loving every minute of it. Already had a thriller of a loser-out game. We've sent 4 teams home. Now we're in the process of finding which teams will play for a state championship on Saturday night in Bozeman. We welcome you. Jason Walker Show is on the road, and we love it. Couldn't do this without our great sponsors, including the Walk-Up, which is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry with 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes today at yourcustomlog.com. You know, they got over 50 years experience. Finest craftsmen available in the West. They're unbelievable. yourcustomlog.com. Coming up today, updates from across the state, the AA in Butte, the A here in Bozeman, the B in Great Falls, and the C down in Billings. And we'll have a lot of fun now. They saw Laurel, brought you in with Laurel's cheer squad. Now here's the Hardin Bulldog cheer squad as we welcome you to another great day inside Max Worthington Arena on the campus of Montana State University. Thanks to MHSA, thanks to the administration here at MSU for all the great help and support. We're going to talk to Austin Parr, SWX sports reporter based out of Helena. And we'll talk sports with him. We also are going to talk NAIA wrestling, NAIA, is it NAIA? Well, we're going to talk skiing and a whole lot more on this show that you can watch live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, Treasure State, or not them, Network One Sports. And as always, just go to jasonwalkershow.com. How about that? All right. We'll let you watch Hardin while we chat about what's been going on here at the State A. Sent 4 teams home, as we mentioned. 2 girls, 2 boys. First to go home. And let's start with the boys, where we saw an absolute thriller in the final loser-out game of the day. Billings Central boys and Jim Sturgar hold off Hamilton 45-43. Billings Central was up early. Hamilton came back, took the lead in the second quarter, led all the way until midway point of the fourth quarter, and then a 3-pointer by the Rams took the lead. We had 3 ties in the last couple of minutes, couple of lead changes. Hamilton could never get back over the hump, and Billings Central will advance, and they will play tomorrow morning at 10:30 here at the Fieldhouse. Glendive earlier today rallied past Columbia Falls. Columbia Falls was up big in the first quarter. And then Glendive went on a 15-0 run to cut into the lead, and then a 20-2 run, and then a 27-7 run. In fact, they outscored, the Red Devils did, the Wildcats, 26-5 in the second quarter, and Glendive rolled to the victory. They had to hold off a furious rally, though, in the fourth quarter. I mean, I'm telling you, it was something. Columbia Falls never gave up and fought their way back into the game. Made it close, got to within 5, but could never get any closer in the fourth. And it'll be Glendive advancing. They'll play tomorrow morning at 10:30 over at Gallatin High School, as well as the 9 a.m. girls game over at the high school, which will have Frenchtown in it because Frenchtown held off Dillon 45-38 in loser-out play. And Hamilton rolled past Browning 68-47. in the second game. So Hamilton will play here at the Fieldhouse tomorrow morning at 9, while Frenchtown will play over at Gallatin tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. at Gallatin High. Your semifinals right now, Hardin and Laurel. It's all Eastern A girls in the semifinals. Another Eastern A team is going to win state. Hardin and Laurel. Hardin jumped out to a big lead. I think they've led by as much as 14 in the first half. Lead 38-35 right now at the break. Later tonight, Billings Central will take on Havre. That is a state semifinal game. They've met in the last 2 championships in State A. One in Great Falls a couple of years ago. That one went to a couple overtimes. And then, of course, last year up in Missoula, and Havre got its second straight and 4th title in 5 years. The Class B boys, well, they're taking place up at the Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls. And loser out play today saw Columbus beat Lodgegrass 68-47 to stay alive. And Red Lodge got past Lame Deer 75-58 to stay alive. They'll play tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. up in Great Falls. Halftime, first semifinal boys game in Great Falls. Missoula Loyola leading Wolf Point 32-22. The second game forthcoming will be Malta and Big Fork. That'll be a couple of good semifinal games there. And also, so we get a look at one of the officials' butts. We don't want that. Let's go back. Oh, there you go. All right, State B girls in Great Falls as well. Saw a loser out today. Baker over Wolf Point 71-39, and Columbus beat Loyola 51-40. So they'll play tomorrow, Baker and Columbus, against semifinal losers tonight. And in those semifinals, starting at 6:30 in Great Falls, you've got Big Fork girls taking on Huntley Project, and then Malta taking on Big Timber. The Class C boys down in Metro Park. And loser out today, Fairview ends Broadview Levinas season 67-44. Luster Christian suffering a tough loss in opening round play yesterday, bouncing back with a 59-48 win over Lone Peak to eliminate Lone Peak. Manhattan Christian boys will take on Belt in one semifinal tonight in Billings, Broadus and Big Sandy in the other. The State C girls in Metro Park, loser out yesterday, saw Plentywood stay alive over Ekalaka, Chinook over Roberts. And semifinals last night, Twin Bridges beat Roy Winifred. This was last night. Beat Roy Winifred. Upset, defending champs, not going to go back-to-back. And then Saco Whitewater Hinsdale pasted Manhattan Christian 52-25. Loser out play today in the girls. Chinook and Roy Winifred right now, no score. And then Plentywood taking on Manhattan Christian. And, yeah, we didn't forget about the AA. They're taking place up in Butte at the Civic Center. In my opinion, the best place to watch a state high school tournament. And in the state AA boys, loser out play today, we'll start with Skyview beating Missoula Big Sky 64-57. Perhaps the best game across the state, aside from the one we saw in our second loser out game, was Bozeman, or rather Gallatin. Gallatin Trail, I'm going to set the stage. Gallatin boys trailed Butte. Now, Butte blew a big second-half lead yesterday and lost to Bozeman in the quarterfinals. Today against Gallatin, Butte was up 58-50, entering the fourth quarter. Gallatin wins it 85-77. They put up 35 spot in the fourth quarter, did the Raptor boys, to move on, get the win, and stay alive in loser out play, knocking out Butte at the state AA boys. 35 points in the fourth quarter. We've seen games here where teams are struggling to get to the 40s, and Gallatin boys put up 35 in the fourth to get the win. The Class AA girls, let's set the boys semifinals tonight. In action right now, Glacier taking on West in one semifinal. That'll be followed by Bozeman and Hellgate. On the boys' side, Class AA girls. Loser out play today. Sentinel beat Gallatin 59-52. No score in yet from the Bozeman Big Sky girls. Semifinals tonight, Hellgate West, Skyview Flathead. So lots of great basketball still to play across the state. Tomorrow at about 10:30 at night, we will have 8 new state champions. Maybe a back-to-back, maybe not. Maybe a back-to-back-to-back if the Havre girls can go all the way. Lots of great hoops still to play, and it's so much fun, and that is what this time of the year is all about. The pep bands, the cheerleaders, the fans, everybody. And it's absolutely awesome to be here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. It's kind of like coming home, honestly. Hardin leading 44-40 over Laurel, third quarter. Coming up 5:30 to play in the third. We'll keep you updated. I mean, if you look out behind me, this is just one section of crowd. That's the court. There's just one section of crowd. It's pretty packed here at the Brick on the south side. North side, pretty full as well, especially around the lower side of the stadium. And speaking of Bobcats in Montana State, ran into former MSU coach on the women's side, Frank McCarthy, and his wife, Amy McCarthy. Watched their daughter play, Taylor, for Hamilton. They stayed alive. They'll play back here tomorrow. But Taylor McCarthy, the genes run deep with Amy Meckling McCarthy and her daughter, Taylor. Looks just like Amy did when she played it, not only at Winifred for the Red Raiders, but an unbelievable career here at Montana State. Graduated in 01. I got to call her last season when she set the then MSU career scoring mark for three-pointers in a season. She hit 6 in one game. It was a great year, but ran into them. Hadn't seen Coach, hadn't seen Amy since 2001. And it was nice to run into them. So there you go, little update. The Bobcat men got back into town yesterday, had the day off today after winning their second straight Big Sky Conference tournament title, headed off to the NCAAs. They'll have a watch party in Bozeman. Well, there'll be a couple of watch parties in Bozeman on Sunday. 4 o'clock, the Bobcats will find out where they will play in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Projected right now to be a 15 seed to play Baylor in Denver. That is kind of the projection at the moment. So take that for what it's worth. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take a break here in Bozeman. We'll come back. When we return, we're going to talk to SWX reporter Austin Parr. He's no Alex Eshelman. We miss Alex. Doing a great job with the Big Sky Conference down in Bozeman, but Austin Parr will join us when we come back here on the Jason Walker Show. Also going to talk wrestling of the NAIA championship variety and get you set for or talk some skiing as well. And we'll keep updating you on what's going on across the state. This is the Jason Walker Show. The Walk-Up brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. They are the best in the biz. Over 50 years experience, 15-plus different floor plans. You can go in with your own. You can work with theirs from anywhere from 700 square feet to probably as big as you want. They've done a 30,000 square foot bar down in the Bahamas. Was it Captain Jack's? Withstood a Category 2 hurricane a couple of months after it was built a few years ago. So, Montana Custom Log Homes. YourCustomLog.com to get started today. Coming right back live from Bozeman. This is the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of the Jason Walker Show. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget, spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. You want to know how good the Eastern A is on the girls' side? Hardin led by a double figures in the first half. In fact, in the second quarter, Laurel came back. Laurel just took the 48-47 lead, and now we are tied at 50. 3 free throws coming up for Hardin after a foul on a triple. First one good, so Hardin back up on top. Oh, the camera fell. How about them apples? All right, let me set it up again. Oh, crazy things going on here in Bozeman at the State A, both on the floor and courtside. Awaiting Austin Parr. He is working right now, taking some video for SWX. He's actually doing his job, and we're going to interrupt him in a couple of minutes to have him talk sports here on the Jason Walker Show. 52-50, Hardin leads, third quarter, minute 40 to play. So, while we're awaiting Austin, we can tell you that I'm so entrenched in this game right now. It is fantastic. And to think we still have Havre and Billings Central girls to come. I mean, how much better than that does it get? than what we're watching now on the floor, which is Harden and Laurel in a 2-point game. Oh, all right. Did we get that camera angle fixed? A little bit. All right. This brings me to a good point. It brings me something I want to say, and I've been thinking this about high school sports for a long, long time. Not everything in high school sports, in basketball, is a foul or a travel, or the refs aren't out to screw you. Doesn't matter what team you are. It's just not. It's like in football. You could call a hold on every play. I was talking to officials today. You could call travel on every play. Now, has the NBA ruined it? Absolutely. NBA and James Harden and his 18-step back three that he does. You're starting to see college players doing it with the catch, the gather, which are allowed, but then they hop. Well, in high school, not everything is going. Oh, what do we got? Basket was made. Basket good. I'm not sure what the call is. So it's 52-52. Oh, we got blood on the knee. That's what it is. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. But anyway, back to my point. Not everything is a travel. Not everything is a carry. And basketball has gotten really lax with the carry rules lately. But especially the last few years, is Steph Curry to blame for that? Again, it's the NBA. But the refs are not out to get you, especially at a state tournament. The refs are the best of the best in the state, voted on by coaches, for the record. So keep that in mind when you attend games. Foul called on Laurel on the rebound, but it's just how it is. Okay? You can call hold every play in football. You can call travel on every play in basketball. You could call a carry on every single dribble. You could call carries in volleyball, the double hit in volleyball, on almost every play. Okay? Refs are not out to screw you or your team. Plain and simple. Doesn't matter what team you are. So, just wanted to get that off my chest a little bit. Let's move the camera a little bit. I don't think we're actually supposed to do this. By the way, you can watch all state games across the state on the NFHS network. They do a fantastic job of covering. Drive to the lane in the hoop. 54-52, Harden by 2 with 35 seconds to play in the third. See what's happening down at the other end. A bucket and a tie ball game. I love this. I love this. So great. Let's see. Let's go to that angle. No, let's go. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what angle that was. How about we try this? All right. It's been great, by the way, being here, getting to see college coaches out scouting, other high school coaches. You got football coaches in town. You've got basketball coaches. You've got other sports. You know, you're scouting. You're recruiting. You're saying hi to your recruits, those that have stuck with you. So very cool stuff. Very cool. All right, is he ready? Okay, let's bring him in. Sit him down. Put the headset on. All right, there he is. Well, he is not quite as cool as Alex Eshelman.
Hey,
Can you hear everything all right?
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
One day. Austin Parr joining us from the SWX Montana sports reporter up in Helena. I know you're a camera or TV guy, so I got to get the camera angle just right. That's not bad.
Strong side.
That's not bad. So. See, when I was taught, you couldn't do this if you're doing an interview. It had to be, kind of angled somehow.
Well, the best thing for the camera is always higher, right?
Yeah.
It's always the best angle for you. But thank you so much for having me on. What a basketball game.
Oh, man.
We get to witness.
Well, you missed a great one because we got to see. You're taller than me.
Just a little bit.
We got to see the earlier game today, loser out boys, you missed it. But 44-42, I think, was the final. But it was an unbelievable basketball game. So much fun to watch. But this is your first experience with Montana High School tournament. What do you think?
Well, with the state tournament, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we top divisionals last week when we had the home team in Kalispell hit a buzzer beater to win the entire tournament on the girls' side? It was just so amazing. And then this is my first experience with Class A, so never got to see any of these teams. And boy, are these girls very good.
They
especially on the display that we're looking at right now, Hardin and Laurel. You got to give Laurel credit.
Yep.
They were down by as many as 13 early, 10-2 run to close out the half. Just phenomenal basketball being played. We're heading into the fourth quarter now, 2-point basketball game. I mean, it's just, what else
great.
can you ask for?
And then, the Eastern A. You didn't go to any East Helena games?
I did do East Helena,
okay,
so that does count. I was just saying as far as tournament
Right. I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Austin Parr joining us here live in Bozeman. We got a great basketball game, as you mentioned. All right, tell us about yourself. California guy.
You're going to mention that?
I am. In Montana, but you're actually doing good with being from California because you're working.
Yeah.
At TV, covering local sports.
Right, exactly. I mean, here, let's address this just a little
bit.
Yeah,
you do it. You do you.
It's just cutting off my head, that's all.
I can't, yeah.
There we go.
Is that better?
That's perfect.
Okay. There you go.
No, it's the hair. You got to get the hair. You got to get the hair out. You have great hair.
Well, thank you. I try. I actually combed it the last couple of days. I'm trying, Dan Patrick's my idol, so, he had great hair. But you have
one of my idols
too.
as well.
Yes.
I went to the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting.
Did you?
That's where I graduated from last March. Okay. I am from born and raised Southern California. I'm really embracing Montana as a state. It truly is the last best state, right? I got my true weather experience, though, during state football season when I covered the Capital Bruins Western AA or AA football. They got to be in the state championship game, but the semifinal before, 5 degrees at game time, wind chill of about probably 15 below. And I learned it's 15 below. There's no such thing as negative.
Thank you.
So that is something that I learned.
Yes.
State championship game, same thing, about 20 below. Not really sure how they moved around on the field. There was so much snow and ice in that Helena Elementary School Vigilante Stadium.
Yep.
Just truly amazing. I couldn't ask for a better sports experience, sports season over the fall. Got to cover the state championship, got to cover Carroll College. The opportunities that I get at SWX to do some broadcasts as well. I got to do my first play-by-play on the basketball side. Did a lot of color commentary on the football side as well, and I've done a lot for basketball too.
You have.
And if Alex is listening, thank you so much for taking another opportunity, because I've gotten so many opportunities down here in Bozeman, which has been phenomenal as well.
And thank you for stepping in for me last week at the Frontier Conference Tournament. I was supposed to call the championships for SWX with Rocky Erickson. Couldn't do it because work. Austin wasn't going to do it. He wasn't even going to be in town. He decided to stick around. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. I am always available for any opportunities thrown my way. I'm a big yes guy. I just want to make it in this industry. I only just started in August, so it's been phenomenal. I mean, who would have thought a year ago I graduated this very month?
Full Sail University.
Full Sail University. Yeah. Dan Patrick School of Sports Broadcasting.
I love it.
Phenomenal program. Every month is somebody who's been in the industry or no longer in the industry, but they've had a lot of experience. Like our program director is Gus Ramsey, worked for ESPN for 25, 30 years. Amazing gentleman, but every month is a different instructor. So it's very accelerated, very fast. You learn everything from inside out, production side to camera work to on-camera, live shots if you can. I got to experience it during COVID, so it's a little bit different experience, but I did graduate valedictorian, so that was an accomplishment.
How about nice
of itself.
Applause. See, if I had the Jasonettes, they'd all be applauding right now. It's all the Hardin fans.
The Hardin fans are just pumped up, and you gotta love it.
They always are. It's some of the, I love when Hardin is playing or Browning, any of the native schools, because it is up and down and loud, and it is awesome.
They're just very passionate, and you can see why. They produce some of the best basketball in Class A, on the girls' side and on the boys' side too. Had a great run as well, but we got ourselves a ball game here, 61-56 now. Seems like Hardin's kind of pulling away a little bit, but as we know in the first half.
Long way to go.
Man, Laurel can come back.
The Hall of Famer, my former broadcast partner, Gary Turcotte, would say basketball is a game of runs.
100%.
Yes.
Especially at the high school and college level. NBA sometimes, but college especially, as we saw in some of those Big Sky Conference basketball games as well. What a tournament.
How about NAU? Great run by them. Do you get to go with the Bobcats to wherever?
I do.
Okay. Do we know? Well, we won't. We don't know yet. Sunday
is tomorrow. I'll be covering that as well.
Yeah. Here in town, you going to the watch party? Okay. Yeah. Right now, I think projected a 15 seed against Baylor at the Denver region.
That's what I've been hearing as well. That's in Denver?
Yeah.
Okay. Denver, Colorado.
Not going too
Another
far.
cold place.
Another cold place with a lot of snow.
I was hoping at least maybe we can go somewhere warm, Arizona, California.
They went to Cali last year.
Well, the reason why I just want to bring my golf clubs. I want to be able to get out on the golf course. That's the biggest thing.
What's your handicap?
It's March, and I haven't touched my club since October. So
that's no excuse.
I was down to a 6.5.
Ooh. I was going to say we could go play, but I'm like a 17 right now.
It doesn't matter. Any day on the golf course.
But I'll take you on my course, which you haven't seen yet, Green Meadow.
I got to cover, that's in Helena, right?
Yep.
That's state championship golf. I got to cover there. Phenomenal finish on the boys' side. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes. It's just, there's great sports in Montana. What's been your favorite moment so far outside of a state event?
Outside of a state event, favorite moment thus far? Wow, that's tough. There's been so many great memories.
As Dan Patrick would say, I only ask tough questions.
Right, of course. Let's just go back to that really quick. Really cool part about that school is you get on a Zoom with Dan every couple months and you submit projects that you think were good, and you're in front of a live audience of about 60 to 80 people, and he critiques your project right on Zoom there in front of everybody.
Nice.
So you get feedback from one of the most legendary sportscasters in the history of sportscasting.
I've thought about doing the Full Sail online. I have a degree in radio, TV broadcasting, but I thought it'd be better. How long was the course?
2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's about 20. I think they want you to do 32 months, but I went to community college back in California, so I got to skip a lot of those core classes, English and some math classes and things like that. Nobody wants to do those classes.
When in sportscasting am I going to use calculus?
Or statistics, but not what people think.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Yes. It's not stats like you would think stats on a basketball court. It's not even close to the same.
There's no word problems in broadcasting. Austin Parr joining us here.
I'm going to throw this out.
Okay.
I got a little bit to think. I distracted you for a second.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Legendary sports moment outside of, I guess that's the state championship. That doesn't work either. Man, it's tough. Okay, I'm going to go with Tevin Wetzel, Helena High School boys basketball.
Okay.
Scored 37 points in a high school basketball game. I thought it was one of the best performances I had seen in the state of Montana, but 2 4-point plays in 1 quarter.
That is unreal.
Third quarter. You rarely ever get to see a 4-point play, let alone 2 by the same person in the same quarter.
Yep.
So, I mean, the odds of that.
That's like hitting 2 grand slams in the same inning.
Right.
Yeah. All right, favorite sport?
It's always been baseball. I've been a baseball guy forever. I played baseball for 20 years. I was a catcher all my life. Unfortunately, being a tall guy, my knees didn't really hold up towards the end of my high school career. Decided to play football, tore my meniscus in both knees, so that kind of ended my baseball career. But now I'm kind of like, I'm all over the map. I love basketball so much, very passionate. I have a lot of knowledge about it. I've been watching basketball forever.
Sure.
Have a lot of football knowledge. I played football, played tight end, one of my favorite positions. Of course, there's always going to be baseball, but I'm a big golf guy right now, too.
You've gotten to experience now, so this brings me to my next question, which is, I don't know which is my favorite time of year in Montana. November with the state football playoffs.
Okay.
Basketball starting, volleyball ending as well. And then
soccer
as well. Or this time of the year because you've got a month of basketball plus spring training. I mean, opening day is a couple weeks away.
Right. They just got the schedule for the Legion baseball
Which,
up in Helena. I believe it's April 26th is opening day. I can't really comment on that because I'm going to be a little bit biased. This is my first winter sports season, so I'm going to say November.
Okay.
Just because I haven't experienced kind of like the baseball, and this is my first basketball season, but it's really tough to top that divisional basketball tournament.
You've got a month of football.
Right.
You've gotten a full season of basketball. But again, March, and then pro baseball. Okay, team baseball.
Dodgers all the way.
Oh my God.
Die-hard Dodgers.
I thought we were going to be friends.
Oh, we are friends.
New York Mets.
Oh, hey, we're not that big of rivals.
No, but it's becoming that way.
You look a lot better on the camera than I do. These lights are just making me look like I'm pale or something.
Well, you don't have your makeup on.
That's okay.
Of course, I don't either. So
I wasn't expecting to be on TV today, so that's okay.
That's okay. Well, kind of, because you got to do stand-ups and all that. All right, you got to go get the last 4 minutes of this game because Harden's up 66-56 right now.
This is amazing.
Critical crunch time, but hey, you're welcome on the show anytime.
I will be here every day if you want me.
That would be great.
It's a lot of fun.
Jason and the Austinette.
That'd be it. J&A.
I like it. You know, we had Alex on every week.
Okay.
So
I know you said off the record, it's gonna be tough to replace her, and I completely agree.
Yes.
She's an amazing sportscaster, also an amazing person.
Yep.
That's what I strive to be every day. So I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. Always willing to hop on here. If you're doing this tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. I'm packing up after this. I'll be here.
Okay.
I'll be here, but I'll be on the NFHS network. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Doing a little play-by-play for the boys.
And we'll of course, we'll have all your highlights on SWX of this amazing basketball game and all the semifinals and state championship tomorrow. Sorry, a little plug there on your own show.
No. That's good. I appreciate that. I was going to bring that up because you guys changed a couple of months ago. It's not. What is it now?
It used to be Montana Right Now.
Okay.
And now it's nonstop local.
Okay. Okay.
That's more the news side. We are still SWX Montana.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite SWX crew to work with? I'm going to ask you this: Marty Lyons or Bill Heiselman?
You can't have me answer that question.
I won't.
I am not answering
They're
that.
both great. SWX has great crews. I've gotten to call a lot of stuff with them the last couple of years and absolutely enjoy it. Great crews. The camera feeds that they get or do and production quality is top notch.
Especially what they've done here at Montana State for some of those Bobcat basketball games as well. The live production crew through the entire company of ABC Fox Montana has just been fantastic and giving me all these opportunities that I never thought I was going to get. So
no, it's great.
Very grateful for all that as well.
I had a great. Oh, do you get to go with Carol Women or Tech Men or West?
I don't get to go.
Okay.
So Butte is DJ Bauer.
Right.
That's our Butte guy.
DJ gets to go?
He's not going.
Oh.
At least I don't think so. Maybe he will.
I do like DJ.
DJ's the man. Yeah. I love DJ. I love all of our guys. Zach
they're all
Kaplan,
great. Yep.
Spencer Martin, got Caitlin McLean, Sean Rainey, of
Rainey,
course, legend.
Speaking
and
of a good
shout out
golfer.
Him and I played some golf together, which was nice. Played Old Works in Anaconda.
Oh, I love that course.
Phenomenal course. But shout out to Vince Bagby. He's our behind-the-scenes producer, and he's the one that makes all this happen.
Yep.
And we wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that we do without him. So just truly amazing. There was something else I was going to say really quickly.
It's all right.
Totally forgot. Hopefully
if you think about it,
jump
you can hop back on. I've still got 20 minutes left. So
I was going to say, I've got like at least a 30-minute break in between
I'm done
games.
after an hour. So, but you got to go shoot the final two. It's a 9-point game, so a couple threes, man, you can get right back in it.
Never know. It's a quick 6-0 run, they're right back in it. So.
Austin, appreciate
Thank
it
you so much, man.
Nice
Appreciate
to meet you last week, and thanks for hopping on.
Of course. I will expect to be back soon.
Oh, absolutely. That
you.
is Austin Parr, SWX Montana sports reporter. I'm going to get him off the screen. We're going to go to the court screen, and we're going to take a break. Coming up, we're going to talk skiing. We're going to talk NAIA women's wrestling national championships. They're underway in Jamestown. That is next. You are watching the Jason Walker Show live from Bozeman. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, live in Bozeman. This is our final segment of the week. Getting you set for state championships tomorrow night, both in Butte on the AA boys and girls. The A here in Bozeman, the B up in Great Falls, and the C down in Billings. And, of course, all the games on the NFHS network. 90 seconds left here. First girls semifinal, and Laurel trailing 70-63 to Hardin. The official standing right in our shot. Oh. All right. Foul on Laurel, so Hardin's going to head to the free throw line. Cindy Farmer has done a great job coaching Hardin a long, long time. She is, you might say, the best in the biz. One of the best in the biz in high school for sure. Let's see here. NAIA National Wrestling Tournament for the women. It is the first official. They had to go through an initiation stage of a couple of years, but the first official NAIA National Wrestling Championships taking place this weekend. Started today in Jamestown, North Dakota. Wraps up tomorrow with the titles. The Providence women sent 9 young ladies to the national championships. Matt Atwood has a fantastic squad, and right now 8 of the 9 are still alive. Ivy Navarro, ranked number 1 at 101 pounds, is into the quarterfinals. Erin Hikiji, her teammate, ranked number 3, she's the 2 seed, is into the quarterfinals at 101. At 109, let's see. I'm pretty sure they had someone at 109. I wrote the story. Alyssa Poe-Hatton got a bye, unseeded, lost in the round of 16, and she is into the consolation bracket. And let's see, did she advance? She did not. So Alyssa Poe-Hatton done at 109. At 116, you've got the number 1 ranked girl in the country, Ashley Gooman. She is into the quarterfinals at 116 pounds. I don't believe Alicia Frank at 123 lost her first round, or round of 16 matchup. She is into the consolation, and in the consolation round of 8. The top 6 will become All-Americas. So another win by Alicia Frank, and she'll move into All-American consideration. At 130, did not have anybody from Providence. Is that correct? It is correct. At 136, Paige Respicio, 3rd seed, ranked 3rd in the country. She's into the quarterfinals, which is awesome. At 155, Sadie Antok into the quarterfinals. At 191, Lexi Tupaloa lost her round of 16 match, and she will take on a wrestler from Life University, the 9 seed, in the consolation round of 8. And again, Providence still has 8 of the 9 remaining, 6 in the championship round, currently tied for 8th with Campbellsville, Kentucky with 22 points. Life University leads it with 42. Southern Oregon, 39.5. They won the Cascade. Menlo, second in the Cascade, sits in 3rd. And then Cumberland's, Providence, which finished 3rd in conference with 4 first-place finishes, is currently tied for 8th. However, the Argos still have 6 in the championship bracket. And if the 2, Alicia Frank and Lexi Tupaloa, can finish strong in the consolation bracket, chance to move up, definitely, for the Argo women in wrestling, and they're fantastic young ladies, fantastic coaching staff, great group of wrestlers, and wish them all the best. 2 number 1 ranked wrestlers in the nation right now, and they've been that way all year. Laurel trying to get back into this, down 7 with 40 seconds to go, now down 5, and not fouling yet. Keep an eye on it. Trying to force a turnover, and now the foul comes as they cross midcourt. So it looks like Hardin will advance to the state semifinal, or to the state championship, rather, tomorrow night, which will be here at 6:30 at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse on NFHS Network. Free throws coming up. First one's no good. All right. Mentioned we were going to talk a little NAIA, not NAIA, but ski wrestling. Women's ski team from Rocky Mountain College claimed the national championship yesterday after winning the slalom and the skier cross competition. Alexander Selberg, the men's national champ in slalom, the Battling Bears second overall as a team. Lots of snow. They're in Mammoth, California. We know all about the atmospheric rivers that have been pouring in to California over the last few weeks, and it caused lots of issues at the USCSA National Championships. So they were limited to just 1 women's slalom and men's slalom runs instead of the normal 2. And heavy snow canceled the giant slalom for both men and women. Rail Jam still scheduled to compete today. Rockies women, the men from Castleton University, Vermont, national champs. It's the 4th national title for Rocky, their first since 2018. Hildy Sato placed 2nd overall in the slalom. Sengostad Kvinlaug also finished in the top 10. She was 6th. Brigitte Varney, 12th. Sophia Brustia, 21st. And Sydney Weaver, 34th. Won the championship with a total team time of 2:20.78. Rocky women also defended their team title in the women's skier cross. Kvinlaug taking the individual crown. Weaver was last year's champ, and Sarah Ackerström and her also finished in the top 10. Weaver was third. Let's see here. On the men's side, Selberg, the individual title, with his one run of 42.53. You had Zachary Bayan, 14th. Gusten Berglund, 19th. Jeppe Holm Regan, 32nd. Philippe Johansson did not finish his run. Slopestyle for the men, team finished 7th. Nevada won the team title. So lots of great stuff, not only in basketball, but wrestling and skiing. And can you believe we are, 10, 11 days from spring starting, which means spring sports are just around the corner. Softball, Providence women out in Southern Oregon taking on the 9th-ranked Raiders, fell in game 1. 10-0 in 5 innings, got held to 1 hit, took 47 pitches. Let's see here. Where are we going to – let's update some stuff. The boys, AA, semifinal, no update from Glacier West right now. Bozeman and Hellgate will play in the other semifinal tonight. Class AA girls in Butte, Hellgate and West girls at 6:30, followed by Skyview Flathead. Flathead, a great story. Class A boys semifinals coming up at 6:30 on the NFHS network. Dillon takes on the defending champ Butte Central. And then Frenchtown tries to snap Lewistown's 22-game win streak. Fergus 22-0, and a big win last night. Class A girls, it'll be, there's a 4-point game now with 8.2 seconds left. There's still time. That's a 5-point game, 76-71. Cindy Farmer calls her last time out with 8.2 to play. Class A girls, Hardin leading. We'll have Billings Central Havre coming up next. And then the boys' semifinals. The Class B boys up at Great Falls. Loyola beat Wolf Point 63-48 in one semifinal. They await the winner tomorrow night of tonight's second semifinal between Malta and Big Fork. The State B girls also at Four Seasons Arena. Big Fork Huntley Project tonight, and then Malta Big Timber, the nightcap. And at the State C, down in Billings, Manhattan Christian and Belt boys tonight, and then Broadus Big Sandy boys tonight. State C girls semifinals. We know that Twin Bridges will take on Saco Whitewater Hinsdale tomorrow in the state championship game. Roy Winifred stayed alive with a 9-point win over Chinook in loser outplay. Plentywood taking on Manhattan Christian right now down there in Billings. All right, which camera is it? This one? No, it's this one. All right, there's 8.2 seconds left. It's a 76-71 game. Laurel basically needs a three-pointer, a steal, and a three-pointer to win this game in 8 seconds. They had Reggie Miller, maybe. There's the three on the way. It's off the back of the glass, no good. And Hardin will advance to the state championship game tomorrow night here in Bozeman. 76-71, your final. So Cindy Farmer and her team move on. The segment brought to you by Copper Club Casino. Hot games, warm staff, and cold drinks. Make sure you stop in. Drink and gamble responsibly. Copper Club Casino. All right, let's do On This Day in History. It is Friday, March 10th. It is National Blueberry Popover Day. It is National Mario Day, Pack Your Lunch Day, and International Bagpipe Day. I want to go back to Pack Your Lunch Day for a minute. My wife sends me a text today, and bless her heart, without our spouses, we couldn't do this job. But my wife sends me a text this afternoon, and she goes, the little one was upset with me this morning, meaning the wife, my wife. And I said, why? She goes, well, you don't, she goes, I apparently don't pack as much lunch as you do for school. She got a Lunchable today, which she absolutely loves. Excuse me. some chips and some raspberries, and was upset that Mom only packed 3 things. I'm like, well, I'd normally give her a sandwich, chips, fruit of some sort of variety, raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, something, a cheese stick, which she absolutely loves, and then usually I throw in a snack of a cookie or a chocolate mince. So maybe that's what she was more upset about. But we'll see. Anyway, bless the little one. 1888 on this date. Heavyweight boxing champ John L. Sullivan comes to a draw with Charlie Mitchell. Took 30 rounds. 1920 NHL's Quebec Bulldog Joe Malone scored 6 goals in a game against Ottawa Senators. 1963 San Francisco Warriors Wilt Chamberlain put up 70 in a loss. 1961 happy birthday Helena native Bobby Petrino. And I don't even know where he's at coaching now. He had taken a job, I think, at UNLV and then went to Fresno or vice versa or something like that, or San Diego State. Anyway, Bobby Petrino's birthday today. Jeff Ament, born on this date, 1963, the Pearl Jam bassist and songwriter, born in Havre. Sharon Stone, the great Sharon Stone, turned 65 today. On this date in 1975, dog spectacles patented in England. Dog glasses. And on this date in 1977, the rings of Uranus were discovered. Maybe not yours, but the rings of Uranus discovered on this date in 1977. I watched The Martian again last night with Matt Damon. It was on TV when I got back to the hotel. It's like the 3rd time I watched it. It's such a great movie. Now, not real, right? Yet, but fantastic movie. If you haven't seen The Martian yet, I highly recommend it. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. Shrimp po' boy sounds real good right now from Cafe Zydeco in Helena. And stop in. They support our first responders, our law enforcement, our military. They love our veterans. They've just teamed up with Impact Montana to help out veterans as well. Teams have taken the floor here at the Brick. State semifinal game number 2. Oh, my. This has been the state championship the last 2 years. And the Havre Blue Ponies gunning for a 3rd straight state championship and a 5th in 6 years, taking on the Billings Central Rams in a state semifinal. How about that? Interesting. It'll be a fun game for sure, and we'll have that for you on the NFHS Network. I'll be back to call the boys' state semifinals tonight over on the NFHS Network. So if you get a chance, make sure you tune in. And subscription, it's a low cost. Make sure you stop in. I want to thank Austin Parr for joining us today. We had some great fun this week. The new Providence men's basketball coach, J.C. Isaacson. We talked to Scott Wilson of the MHSA yesterday. Sue Halls Bannon, retiring cheer coach and stunt coach for Capital Bruins, won a national championship last week down in Vegas. Congratulations to them. So, man, it's been a fun week. We'll do it again next week. How about that? Hope you can tune in and join us. Ooh, that was loud. Hope you can join us. Thanks to all of our great sponsors. Thanks to all the great you can tweet us anytime at Walker Sports. Thanks to all those that come in. Great emails as well. We love you. Our fans, 50 states, 54 countries tune in on a regular basis to the Jason Walker Show. Couldn't do it without our great support, both from our fans and our sponsors. We'll do it again next week. We'll have our Auto Contest Performance of the Week. Here's a hint, probably state champs, unless there's national champs. You never know. Hey, have a great weekend. Be safe, have fun, and enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. We'll see you back here next weekend. If you missed anything, JasonWalkerShow.com. Good day from Bozeman. Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.